so this is my other son. My son Hubert is here, but this is my younger son Felix, and all he does is play computer games, right? I mean, not all, but yeah, mainly. But what do they do, right? Why do we like to play games? Because humans like to solve problems, but we also like immediate response, right? And this is why some of our education system is kind of behind the time, right? You take an exam, you have to wait, what, 2-3 weeks or maybe a month to get your results. So in a new age like now, where everything is immediate, can you imagine kids today going through that program? Obviously they get bored, right? And I don't know about you, right? But like when Felix is playing games, he's had his music on, he's on, I don't know, on tons of stuff on Twitter, I don't know, watching TV, doing a whole bunch of different things, keeping the mother away from the computer, doing all kinds of stuff at the same time, right? But the thing is that when you go to school, what happens? Teacher talks and you guys listen. So is it any wonder that most kids turn off, and then if they start fidgeting, then you have ADHD, right? So simplest game example is at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. They stuck a picture of a fly on the urinal. No instruction manual required, but somehow boys or men like to aim at stuff. Just by doing this, they have 82% cleaner toilets. So if nothing else from this talk today, at least you learned something that's probably useful to you. So the other thing is, how many of you actually drive or have a speeding ticket? Nobody. Wow, perfect. Now, the thing is that some guy in the US decided that fining people is not a good idea, right? So they actually implemented this in Sweden. Instead of fining you, every time you don't speed, you get a lucky draw into a lottery. And the jackpot is from people who actually speed. So Glenn, you should do that for the city council. So what happened is, if you don't speed, you get a lucky draw to win the jackpot for those people who do speed. And I think 25% better drivers, less people speeding. All right. So these are things I want you guys to think about. And this is a company that this was a guy from Singularity a year before me. He was a doctor from WHO, and he did something really interesting. Essentially, he wanted to know why, despite the hundreds of millions of dollars being spent on eradicating malaria, a few 100,000 people are still dying of malaria. So he went to Africa and India to find out what the problem was. The problem is, when somebody has malaria, the first thing they do is they take your blood test, all right? And they have to count the number of parasites in your blood. That takes 20 minutes per technician, okay? And that's the bottleneck. So what he did was, he uploaded all the data, all the slides into the cloud, and made it into a game, malariasport.org. So if you stop playing Candy Crush and play this for 1 minute, you will save one life. And this game has been going on now and has saved over 10,000 lives now. So every time you shoot a parasite, you're helping them count, all right?